The pounding on my apartment door sounded like thunder at midnight. Through the peephole, I watched Victoria and Richard Sterling, my former in-laws, standing there in their designer clothes, panic written across their faces. Victoria clutched her phone with trembling hands while Richard paced like a caged animal. Just 3 weeks ago they had seemed so composed, so untouchable. It started with an innocent phone call. "Emma dear." Victoria's voice had been sickeningly sweet. "We're hosting the annual Sterling Family Olympics this Saturday. Little Marcus can come watch, of course. Not participate." My 7-year-old son, their own grandson, reduced to a spectator at his own family gathering. "The teams are already perfectly balanced," Richard had added smoothly. "We've got custom jerseys made for all the participants. It would be complicated to add another child now." Marcus had been so excited when I first mentioned it. He'd been practicing relay races in our tiny hallway, timing himself with his plastic stopwatch. When I gently explained he'd be helping as scorekeeper, his bright smile dimmed like someone had pulled a curtain across the sun. The Sterlings were Riverside's golden family. Richard sat on the hospital board. Victoria chaired 3 charity foundations. Their annual events made the society pages. Perfect family, perfect reputation, perfect lies. But they underestimated who they were dealing with. I wasn't just Marcus's mother. I was a forensic accountant who'd spent 10 years unraveling corporate deceptions. I knew how to find the threads that unravel entire tapestries. I started digging. The Sterling Family Foundation's tax filings revealed something interesting. They'd claimed charitable deductions for inclusive youth programming and family unity initiatives. Their grant application spoke passionately about ensuring no child feels excluded and celebrating every family member. Then came the social media goldmine. Victoria had posted dozens of photos from their Olympics. Professional shots of coordinated teams, group pictures with matching jerseys, even the family dogs wearing tiny medals. The caption read, "Every Sterling matters. Family first, always and forever." Every Sterling except Marcus, apparently. I crafted my strategy like a surgeon preparing for the most delicate operation. Anonymous tip to the Charity Commission about fraudulent claims. Copies of their social media posts alongside their grant applications sent to local journalists. Screenshots of Victoria's inclusive family rhetoric contrasted with my son sitting alone on a bench, clutching an empty scorecard. The story exploded faster than I'd imagined. Prominent families' charity hypocrisy exposed made front-page news. The phrase, "Every Sterling matters," became a cruel irony trending on social media. Their foundation lost major donors overnight. Now they stood at my door, their perfect world crumbling. I finally opened it after the 5th round of knocking. Victoria's usually immaculate makeup was smudged, Richard's confident demeanor replaced by desperate anger. "Emma, this has gone too far." Victoria's voice cracked. "It was just a misunderstanding. Marcus is family." Family. I stepped onto the hallway, letting my door close behind me. "You made him a spectator at his own family gathering. You smiled for cameras while he sat alone." Richard's face flushed red. "This is destroying everything we've built. Our reputation, the foundation, Victoria's charity work. All because of one miscommunication." I looked at them both, these people who'd treated my son like an inconvenience, and felt nothing but calm certainty. "This isn't revenge, Richard. It's accountability. You built your empire on pretending to care about family while excluding your own grandson. I just made sure the world could see the truth." Victoria grabbed my arm desperately. "Please, Emma. Marcus doesn't need to know about this family drama. We can fix this quietly." "You're right," I said, gently removing her hand. "Marcus doesn't need to know. He just needs to know he matters. And now he does." The next Saturday Marcus and I hosted our own Olympics in Riverside Park. His Real friends came. Jake from school, Sarah from next door, the Martinez twins from his soccer team. We had homemade medals, dollar store ribbons, and the biggest trophies we could afford. Marcus wore his red jersey that day, the one meant for the Stirling Olympics, finally put to good use. He won 3 events and came second in 2 others. But mostly he laughed and played and belonged. That evening, as I tucked him into bed, he said, "Mom, that was the best Olympics ever. Everyone really wanted me there." "Yes, sweetheart," I whispered, kissing his forehead. They did. The Stirlings never called again. Their foundation shut down 6 months later. Victoria stepped back from public charity work. Richard lost his hospital board position. Their perfect reputation lay in ruins, destroyed by the simple truth of how they'd treated a 7-year-old boy. Marcus has that photo on his nightstand now. Him holding his homemade gold medal, surrounded by friends who chose to include him. He doesn't know what I did to the Stirlings. He doesn't need to. He just knows that when it mattered, someone fought for him. Sometimes the most devastating revenge isn't about destroying your enemies. It's about building something better in the ashes of their cruelty. The Stirlings spent decades crafting their perfect image. It only took one excluded child to reveal what lay beneath. Legacy is fragile like that. And truth, once revealed, is impossible to bury again.